Well, howdy, my friends. Welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about, I'm going to ask the question of, can you make a living buying and selling things from Goodwill and thrift stores? The answer is obviously yes. A lot of people do it. A lot of people just buy things or get things for free off Craigslist and they sell them again on Craigslist or elsewhere. And obviously, it's a great way to make what you would call hobby money, but you could also use it to make some pretty good profit. I used to go to Goodwill and buy a lot of things like stereos because I was really fascinated with stereo equipment. I have half a dozen speaker sets left and probably a couple dozen receivers. The silver faced, 60s and 70s receivers, which I used to pick up for like 20 bucks. Over the years with the internet, Goodwill got wise to this and they started putting up their things on their own auction site. So they have basically goodwill.com auction site where they put their more expensive things and people will bid on them. It's not as exciting as being able to go in and be the first one to find something they didn't realize the cost of. But the internet has really changed shopping for these things because if anybody's smart in the back room, they just Google it on their phone, they know how much it's worth and they price it. But sometimes they just put things up for sale and it doesn't matter. I've seen completely ridiculous prices up and down. So yes, to answer the question, yes, if you buy, say, a receiver for $20, one of those receivers that I bought for 20 bucks today is worth, even then it was worth money, but the thing is, as Goodwill caught on, they're harder to find. Now one of those receivers, even in kind of, fixer-upper condition, can fetch 100 bucks, let's say, or 200 bucks even. Pioneer and Marantz, they can really command a good dollar. This is just one aspect, though. I'm making a point. If you were to start selling, plates and dishes, you would have to know about plates and dishes. You have to know the brand names. A good example would be this table I'm sitting right next to that my wife brought home. In fact, the chair I'm sitting in, my wife got for free off Craigslist. She got 3 of them, I believe, or was it 4? But they're in perfect condition. Somebody just wanted to redecorate. We were going to sell them, but my dog chewed the hell out of the arms. So we just said, screw it, we'll keep them. This table right here, my wife just brought it home. It's Gordon's from Tennessee. And it has a burl veneer on it, a piece of glass with a cool pattern in it. And the legs are made out of solid, what look like, it looks like it's oak, but I think it might be maple. But anyway, it doesn't matter. They're nice tables. It's got a stamp on the bottom that says Gordon's. I didn't know anything about the company until she brought them home for I think $7 each. And I looked up and I've seen 2 of their end tables selling for like 500 bucks. But these ones are not as fancy, so they'd probably be like maybe 200 bucks probably get out of these $15 tables. And if you're willing to take the time and do the research and know what you're looking for, you can find really good stuff. This keyboard, actually, I didn't realize I'm sitting right next to this keyboard. I think I got for $15. It's a USB keyboard, plugs right in. Got it for, a steal, really. I mean, you can spend 150 bucks new, or you could get it for, say, 15, 20 bucks used. But some of the things are worth much more. Actually, the Sony TV, for example, that I have right behind me here, it's a, God, I don't know what it is, a 50-inch, 52, or maybe it was only a 40-something, 48? It looks more like a 48, I don't even know. Point being that it's a good TV, and it was 100 bucks, but it was half off day, so the tag said, it was a purple tag, so it was only $50. It's a really good TV. It's a Sony Bravia, and I've got these Vizio TVs, which I would make a whole video talking shit about because they're crap. But this is the point I'm trying to say, even all the things around me. This fireplace we got used, the rug that I'm sitting here we got used, the flooring that we just put in. The rug was free. The flooring was less than $2 a foot, like what, $1.50 a foot or $1.75, and it was usually $5 a foot or $6 from, if you bought it new. So over all the years, I've accumulated things, and the point I'm trying to make is that if you have a place to store things until you can sell them or until they gain value, it can be a worthwhile endeavor. But even just buying things for yourself, clothing, things that you know that you need, shopping at Goodwill can be a great way to do it. In fact, I have this camera in my lap that I use for a lot of my videos when I'm out and about. It's got good internal stabilization, it has night vision, all that stuff. It's a Sony Handycam. Digital, just takes an SD card, and actually it takes a Pro Duo card, Sony's proprietary format, which drives me nuts. But I got this. It was sitting in the display case one day. It's a Sony HDR CX7. So it was sitting in the display case. I always wanted an HD camera. My regular camera just crapped out for YouTube. So I bought this for $50. It's one of the more expensive things that I bought there. Didn't even know how much it was worth. Went home and researched it when it had come out 10 years ago, I guess. Now, these were like $1,100 camera. Just a simple, stupid little handy cam. It's got the Sony sound. You know, after I had it for a week, I had it sitting up on a tripod under my school bus while I was changing the oil, filming, and the drain pan was sitting on the axle, and it fucking literally tipped over and hit the ground and splashed all over the camera, completely soaked it. I managed to dry it all off, and it still works. The tripod's fallen and cracked the whole thing, and I still taped it back. But point being, you can still sell these used for $200, say, even $150. I mean, I've seen them for sale for $350 to $450 in new condition or new. But you can definitely get a couple $100 for a $50 camera. The more you're willing to spend and the more you're willing to research on what stuff's worth, you know, the more you can make off of it. But more than that, you'll find out what you like and the things that you can benefit from. High-end speakers, high-end clothing. You know, I'm not a clothing guy, but I know that certain benefits can be had from knowing what you're buying. Because some of the best clothes I have are old Gap and Nordstrom clothes that never fell apart from way back in the like early 90s, you know. Some of the good quality made stuff, or Pendleton, or, you know, one of the most basic ones. Some people just buy and sell Pendleton wool shirts. I don't know, I'm pretty sure that Pendleton's national and probably worldwide, but I don't know. I live here in Pendleton, or in near Oregon, where Pendleton is, and I believe that the wool mills are out there. But anyhow, everything I look around at, the speakers I have over the years, these Bic Venturi speakers that I bought for $20 and knew they were like $500, and I have a whole rack over there with all these receivers and gaming stuff and random things that I purchased. So let's say theoretically you get up each morning and you drive down and you go to your local Goodwills, go to 2 different Goodwills, and you spend $100 buying things that you know and are aware can be sold for at least, you know, 3 times more than that. And then you put them all up for sale, and over time you make your money back. That means you're making $200 a day just on that. Then you're going to have random purchases in between, or when you find something that's worth even more, yeah, you can make a good $300-400 a day, even more. Some people can make a hell of a lot more if they're willing to look, but I think that the hard part is having a place to put it. My wife and I wanted to do this. We want to buy and sell furniture, fix it up. I've got a bunch of furniture that we're wanting to paint, and it's like a pain in the ass right now because it's winter and cold, but I'd really like to, you know, to do that. And God, if you're patient and you look for the right people, it's almost like, who would buy this? And you post it on Craigslist, and the next day somebody's like, I need this. Because we're like that. When we just remodeled, now we're looking for all kinds of new stuff. So anyhow, that's, I guess, all I've got. I mean, I was just looking around. Most of the stuff we got was off Craigslist or secondhand, or Goodwill, or, you know, yard sales when it's summertime. We don't go out that often, but I'd like to go out more. And yeah, if it's something that's a passion, go for it. And you could probably make a living off of it. I guess maybe I'm not trying to inspire you to do it, but maybe inspire myself, because, you know, I really enjoy looking at old stuff and checking out old things, and especially reselling them, things that I know are valuable. So peace out, take care of each other, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Be well.